Well, the thought adjuster is spirit, the most pure spirit essence in the universe.
Pre-personal.
And pre-personal. But that doesn't mean it doesn't have free will, which is a very strange concept, to have free will without a personality. I think we grow all through our lives until we become one, and it just gets closer and closer and closer.
We become closer to the thought adjuster, but we are not the thought, are we?
Of course not. But at the same time, we're more of the thought adjuster than we think we are. That's my opinion.
Can you elaborate a little on that?
Can
you elaborate on that?
Yeah, I think it says when you and the thought adjuster are in line at the same choices, decisions, you're one in that moment. That's a oneness. And the more that's happening, the closer you're getting. And basically, when you and the thought adjuster decide from now on you're going to just do the same thing, that's when you fuse.
Wow. That's not so easily done. I mean, that's like
Maybe it's almost like you are your thought adjuster in potential.
There you go.
yeah.
It will become an actual one day when you fuse.
I would go to your thought adjuster as you know.
That's a good way to think of it. I like it. I like it. But you have to also understand that you're not there yet at the same time. But getting close, I think we're all closer than we think we are. We're all more of our thought adjuster than we think we are. That's my opinion. And take it on faith that you and your thought adjuster are close. It can't do any harm. Might do some good. Who knows?
That's a beautiful way to think about it, actually. That we don't know exactly. We may have aligned with it much more than we think we have.
Mm-hmm.
It's guiding us and giving us opportunity after opportunity to go in the path that it's suggesting.
Mm-hmm.
But also it's trying to mostly eternalize our minds and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So isn't it mostly looking even past this life? And it's almost like learning us here.
I'd say it does both, but its main goal is to make a copy, a spiritual copy of our decisions here. But I think that every time you make a decision based on this, you get closer. You know? But the thing is, if you fuse with your thought adjuster, you aren't staying here anyway. So it's hard to say that anybody can fuse and still stay here. I don't think that's possible.
And the thought adjuster being eternal, if it's going to happen at some point in the future, in the thought adjuster's way of seeing things, it's already
done.
Present.
That's right. Yeah.
So, Sonny, do you think that the thought adjuster is also a coordinator and correlator of other spirit forces, the living spirit of truth, and all of the mindless spirits and every other force that we interact with in our biologic life? Is it possible the thought adjuster is acting as a homing beacon or a responder, or somehow just integrated with all other spirit forces?
Integrating for sure. Running the show, I'm not sure about that. Why not? I mean, it's the purest spirit energy in the universe. What else would you want guiding you? From the I am, first source and center, I'll take that for sure. But having the mind frame, go back to mind frames. You want to listen to your thought adjuster, you got to know who the thought adjuster is. And if you want to be part of Providence, you better know where it's going. So again, study this forward. Study these papers, especially 115 to 118 and then 104 to 106. Those are the ones that'll do it for you. And the forward itself.